once again, like the keyword is very subjective, right? Like everyone likes a different, personal preference of how they like their bikes. Like, the Ritual is a pretty special bike. Like, touching on, big focus of that project from what I understand was, how the bike pedals. It is an absolute rocket ship. It pedals like 130 bike up the hill for 165 travel. And then when you point downhill, it's very poppy and very playful, and you can just hop over little roots, hop over little gaps while still being planted, while still, it honestly rides like more travel than a 165 bike downhill. So it climbs like it has less travel, and it rides like it has more travel. A lot of that is due to the, said compression rate. So if you were chasing, say, a softer off the top feel, I mean, Chris, chime in if you feel like this is incorrect, but like I would, start looking at say spring. Okay, like what if you start adding more tokens just to have a little less air pressure without sacrificing sag? Feels like, going down to say a 35% sag you might start riding pretty low on the travel. Maybe start sacrificing some of that poppy feel. So I would say, lean more, adjusting the air spring, adding more tokens to try to kind of get that off the top feel that you're chasing. Once again, very subjective I guess feeling, but yeah. So it feels like bikes are either speed generators or speed carriers, right? So it's like some bikes like the carrier speed, or some bikes like the generate speed. So I feel like the Ritual is it likes to carry speed, it likes to go fast. Like especially when you're in the travel past sag, like just plowing through roots, like it likes to go fast and it doesn't get hung up. And you feel the bike actually accelerate through roots versus say a very progressive bike. I won't name any brands, but you start, you have that super air pillowy feel off the top. But once you're down in the travel, you're hitting that super harsh spring ramp, whereas like the bike almost starts to recoil. It starts to kind of wind up and then shoot you back the other way. So the choice was made to go in the direction of like, like have it feel very consistent throughout the travel, carry speed, rather than generate speed, like carry speed through the, small bumps, the fast hits, stuff like that. So long story short, to answer your question, I'd say, yeah, like if you're chasing for a more supple off the top feel, I'd say play with airspring.
Mike's pretty spot on with all that. I haven't had a lot of time on that air shock. I have been mostly riding coils for a long time. I have a few times on Super Deluxe or the new X2, but mostly I'm on an Öhlins coil. And I'm a compression off, like all the way off guy. Like that spring weight should be right on there. The good thing about CBF is that you can be like, you don't have to hit a sag spot at all. You can be at 20 or 35. It does not matter because you're targeting your instant center, like pedaling perfect balance spot, no matter where you are on your sag. So no matter however you set it up, at least the pedaling performance will be like on point. No matter even if you're going up a hill or down a hill, it will always be there for you. And I haven't had a lot of time on that Ritual, but I did have a bunch of time on the predecessor, that Rail 29. And I got 2 EDWSs on that thing. My first one, I've only done 2. It was Burke and Sugarloaf. My first one, I ran into 4th place. I had the first race on the Saturday night, like whatever round they do. I took a 3rd against the world's best masters. I was like, dude, this bike rips. And they were all on notice, like, who's this dude? I heard he was a downhiller. And I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. What's enduro? How do you pedal up a hill again? I'm not in shape for this shit. But I was like, rock and roll. And now that it's not 5, now that it's 165, I can't wait to get on it a lot more. So I think Mike's on point. Like you can do a lot of stuff to your shock to get exactly what you're looking for. But don't worry, that setup that we have right now